Following gaming news this week, you already know EA just dropped the bomb on 3 of its biggest teams, and Borderlands 4's release window has fans raising eyebrows.
We're breaking down what's really going on inside Respawn, why Apex and Jedi team members are out, and whether Randy Pitchford's Borderlands 4 statement is damage control or a bold move.
Plus, this month, free PlayStation Plus games and a special interview with the author of the ESE Files book himself, our very own CK. Welcome back to the ESE Files. We got that going. First try. Yeah.
It's more like what, the 10th try? You didn't have me screaming, it's not playing! It's not playing!
Doing it live. What's up? What's going on, y'all? We got not a whole lot going on. We got some gaming news for you. I guess one of the biggest things, bro. EA with another round of layoffs, laying down the hammer on what was one of them? Apex Legends. What was the other? Star Wars, right? What was the other guys?
I have no idea. I think I shared this to y'all and I didn't even read the article.
Oh shoot!
It's just like layoff. EA's laying people off. I'm like, well, okay, that doesn't. Okay, that's common now.
It's man, it sucks. I don't know, dude. EA, have they been getting hitting hard, or they getting I don't know, man. How are their sales looking lately? Last few releases.
Well,
are they struggling? Are they?
honestly, I don't know because besides football and the Jedi stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know what they put out the last few years. I have no idea.
Well, I know that Apex. I mean, it's not a huge name, but it's got some people. It's got some players. You know,
Well,
it's got its every day.
I think the biggest thing is not just laying these people off, but they canceled Titanfall 3.
That's what it was. Yes, Titan. That was the biggest one. Titanfall. That was the sequel to well, you said Titanfall, the biggest one. That was a huge game when it released. Like I remember everyone was talking about it. At
The
least for
the first one was huge for Xbox. And then
yeah.
part 2, I don't know if part 2 did well. I don't think it did well for PS3 or 4, but I mean, it was a big name. A lot of people loved it.
Yeah, yeah. And like and to your point, like I remember when the second one came out, or when the first one came out, it was huge. Everyone loved it. It was just amazing, the best thing since white bread. The sequel comes out, and you know they're ripping it apart. As far as I remember, it was just it's not as good as the first one. This and that. You know, I guess this third one, I don't know. It just must not be very high on the priority list.
A lot of people are canceling games though, left and right, with almost no reason. Besides the fact that okay, so Western civilization right now, you know, us over here, we're getting killed. Almost every game that's coming out in the West is getting destroyed. None of them are doing well at all,
Mm.
and that's been the cycle for at least 2 or 3 years now.
Uh, yeah. Well, I mean,
Did they do? No, no, that was Ubisoft. Okay, never mind. No, Ubisoft did the Star Wars Outlaws, and look how bad that turned out.
okay. You're right. You're right. Because that's what I was thinking at first. Is like, okay, did EA?
No,
No, I guess not.
that
I
was
mean,
Ubisoft.
what else does EA even have, dude?
The sports games, like you said, the Jedi series, which the Jedi games did well. Now they're not my favorite Jedi games, but they did well. They also did, I want to say Battlefront 1 and 2, the new ones, newer ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't follow EA. I don't care for EA. I don't like them.
Yeah. I really don't play a whole lot of EA either. I mean, EA Sports is, I mean, that's their bread and butter. So I guess stick with what you got. Stick with what brought you to the dance, you know? So, either way, I mean, it sucks, you know, they're closing down these studios and You know, people losing jobs
just
and stuff.
hacking people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Blows. You know, good luck to them, and we'll see what else gets
I
canceled.
had
Well, the good
Titanfall
thing from
2.
what I heard,
Go ahead.
no, what I was saying, what I heard was that the people that are actually being affected, like the groups that are being affected, they're actually able to apply to a different position within the company, though, just different projects and different actually like departments before being let go. So that gives them a little bit of hope, at least,
Mm,
More of a false hope at that point.
yeah,
or that too. Yeah.
Man,
it's a nice
try,
gesture, but I mean, I would assume, right, that there are way more developers than there are internal positions, you know, for everything else. I mean, for the most part, everything else would be
Yeah.
filled out. I mean, what could a developer do that's not a developer's job? You know,
janitor.
like, there you go. Yeah, no, yeah, man. And I'm also kind of talking out of experience here because over this last year, the company that I work for, huge company, right? And 800 people were released. I was fortunate enough to not be on that chopping block. But right before the big, you know, firing happened, well, let go, whatever,
Yeah, layoffs.
layoffs. There you go. Before it happened, they were like, "Oh yeah, we got plenty of positions indoors. You know, apply if you want to move to different." Nah, man, there's no
It's a
dude,
false
almost
hope.
nobody.
It's a false hope, dude.
hmm But yeah, dude, yeah, EA, you know, it is what it is, I guess. And
I said I wish I could be more informative, but dude, I lost faith in EA like 20 something years ago. I couldn't tell you the last EA game I've actually played. Now I have been picking up the dumb, Madden games for my nephew, but as far like I said, besides the Jedi game, I couldn't tell you what EA games I played in years. Just
yeah,
they shifted their goal and they became part of the problem for as far as gaming years ago, decades ago.
yeah, I ran a quick Google search, and all I'm seeing is sports games, soccer, the some FIFA. Well, I mean, same thing. UFC. I mean, that's all they do. All the sports games.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
Split fiction.
I mean, that's
Sure,
pretty much
whatever.
their logo. You know, that EA
yeah,
Sports. It's in the game.
You sounded just like him too.
yeah.
It's
You
in the
did.
game.
Yeah, you did.
Battlefield. Wait, is that them? Yeah. Oh, it is. Battlefield.
It's Dice. Dice
Okay,
that
but
Dice makes the game, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if they're a sub branch of EA, or
mm,
if EA's the
publisher
producer.
maybe. The what?
They
I'm sorry.
produce the
Oh,
producer,
okay,
like
okay.
like they make the game and put it out on shelves.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but Battlefield's a Dice. Dice makes Battlefield.
Well,
So either
oh,
way,
no,
when's the last
shoot.
Battlefield game that came out,
It's been a few years.
dude? Has there been a PS4 one?
I'm pretty sure there was.
When the PS4 first came out,
Maybe not
it's
that
been a
far.
long time, dude. Because unfortunately, Call of Duty took over that franchise or that genre,
Yeah.
which dude, Battlefield was like 1,000 times better than Call of Duty, but Call of Duty won the war, and everyone keeps buying that trash every day.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh. Ooh. Chow down, bro. Chow down.
it sucks though. It sucks.
Oh God. That was a little loud. Moving on to our next topic.
You all
My
right?
bad.
The Batman
Wow.
theme. What was
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. Got a little soundboard thing over here. I didn't think it was gonna be that loud. Scare the crap out of me. Our next story. Oh man, my bad. Randy Pitchford insists Borderlands 4's early release date decision was
Oh
literally
man.
0% about any other product's actual or theoretical launch date. Here, let me share this. There we go. So basically, what happened here? Gearbox had a release date for what was it, September 23, and they are now switching it up Wait, did I read that right? Oh man, it was 11 days. Anyway, 11 days difference. September 12th. So 11 days early, and there's a whole speculation that oh, GTA 6 is coming out, and Bungie's their marathon games that's coming out, and a bunch of other these games are coming out soon, and they wanted to release before all the major games come out, and there's no chance for Borderlands 4 to make any money, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I don't think 11 days is going to do anything.
It's not. Have you actually watched like the trailer, the PlayStation showcase and stuff for this?
For Borderlands 4?
Yeah.
I did not know that they had a trailer out yet.
Yeah.
Other than the teaser that they released a long while ago.
Oh no! They did the whole showcase today.
Oh, today.
And
Okay.
they released like the trailers and like gameplay footage, and dude, it looks terrible.
Oh man.
Like it looks like Borderlands 3 and the pre-sequel and the movie.
And the movie? No, not the movie.
It looks that bad. Which, by the way, I finally watched the movie on my flight.
Oh yeah. Oh, what'd you think?
Okay, so like the first 10 minutes, solid 10 out of 10.
What?
It was the first, dude, listen, the first 10 minutes was a solid 10 out of 10. It felt like I was watching myself play the video game. It was awesome.
All right.
And then it did the Fantastic Four, where it went from a 10 out of 10 to a 0 out of 10, and it stayed at that level the whole movie.
That's awesome.
It went from like an awesome film adaptation to the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
If you recall, CK gave it a raving review.
Yeah. Well, he never played the games, or he played very limited of the games.
Right. Well, CK was just watching as a as a spectator, just a viewer, just the
I was just doing the movie watcher.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, no, dude. I guess as a movie watcher, it was left to be desired for me, and then as a fan of the games, I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Well, the trailer that we got from the showcase, it does not look that good at all. The few Vault Hunters that they kind of showed off doesn't look special. Nothing about the game has any appeal. It's just going to be another Borderlands 3 flop.
Yeesh.
At least that's what it looks like right now.
Well, that's disappointing.
Plus, you've got better games out there that do the same thing. Borderlands might be been one of the first ones to start it, but you got, what's it, Outlanders? I think it's Outlanders, where you got the RPG first-person shooters out there now. You got a bunch of, actually, you want to get technical, Hellgate London on the PC was probably the first one that did it, and that was old school. It's like Diablo, but with guns and a first-person shooter.
Okay.
It was awesome, way ahead of its time.
Yeah, I mean that Diablo formula. I mean it's at least the ones that I played, Diablo 2 and 1 back in
1 and 2
Ash's computer room. Oh,
Yeah.
those were the days. Yeah, it was fun. It's a fun formula, it's. And the way that Borderlands adapted it, I thought it was fun. I loved it. 1 and 2 were great. 3 and the prequel were okay.
Yeah, that's being nice.
You ever play these, CK? I don't know. Borderlands games?
I haven't, no, actually. I've seen them, and I've seen other people play, but I've never actually played it myself.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll check out the trailer because I mean, I have high hopes for it. I'm still a fan of the franchise. I want a good game, I want a good experience with it.
Well, how did the Tiny Tina game do?
As far as I'm aware, it didn't sell very well, but it got good reviews. I haven't had a chance to check it out actually. So
It's supposed to be based off of the Borderlands 2 DLC of Tiny Tina's like Wonderland or whatever.
Yeah,
she has a DLC where you're in a fantasy world type thing, an RPG, and that's supposed to the game was supposed to take place in that world type deal.
a spin-off of the spin-off.
Yes, exactly. Which I would love to play, but just I'm kind of Borderlands out, and the pre-sequel and 3 were so bad, and the movie, that I have no hope for Borderlands 4, and I don't know why they're even making it.
Ooh. Well, just hoping that it's better than expected. Yeah. Who knows, man? Yeah. Guess that's it for Borderlands. We're moving on.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Well, moving on to our next one.
It's like- Damn. That's OG Windows shutting down, by the way.
Just like the Gearbox. Any hopes? There we go.
Dude, after that movie, I'm surprised they're even in business.
One more bit of news here.
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation Plus games for May have been announced. I saw Menard post on Facebook with another big win this month.
Dude, almost every month's a big win.
I had to call you out on that one, bro. I
You
don't
call
know
me
any
out
of
on
these
anything?
titles.
What?
I don't know any of them. I don't know what these are.
Okay, so month of May, obviously, as you can see on the screen, we're getting Ark. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the PS5 version of Ark because they kind of shut down the servers for the PS4, I don't know, like a year ago.
Okay.
Which, that's not really a big win, but it's Ark. It's like Conan, it's like Minecraft, it's like all those survival games where you survive against dinosaurs and other players.
Okay.
I've heard nothing but really bad things about the game because of the toxic community. But it is what it is. If you're into survival games, must have. Now,
Okay.
Belantro. You don't remember Belantro?
Nah, man. What is this?
Dude.
This just looks like a poker game.
Yeah, it was nominated for Game of the Year and like a bunch of other indie Game of the Year, and it won Game of the Year, by the way.
For poker? For cards?
Yeah, like indie developer, I think, is what it won, but it won Game of the Year. But it's pretty much playing poker, but like a different twist on it. Like you get, like it shows you get jokers and all kinds of stuff that like modify and amplify your hand to where you score big points and beat the dealer and stuff. It's a cool little like poker game,
Okay.
and it's free. I mean, the game's like $50,
Whoa.
and we're getting it for free for PS. We're renting it permanently for PS Plus. That's a huge win. Now, if you're into poker and stuff, it's a must-have. If you're not, that's fine. But I was actually planning on picking up, which I still will. But now I can play it for free, and I could buy a sealed copy and never open it. You know what I mean?
Okay. There you go. Okay.
But now next, I'm not a big Warhammer guy. You already know I hate Warhammer. I thought
Henry Cavill for you?
we'll have to see how well he does. He might be the only reason I watched like the show or whatever he's doing. But like Warhammer Space Marine 1, one of the worst games I ever played in my life.
Oh,
Anyways,
man.
this bolt gun. You remember old school Doom for like the PC and Super NES, and they've made like a billion versions of it.
Yeah.
This plays like old school Doom, like the 16-bit graphics.
Really?
Yes.
What?
And we're getting it for free.
What?
Yeah.
What? Okay, is this a remaster or a remake, or they intentionally built it that way?
If I'm not mistaken, they intentionally built it that way.
Huh.
They just wanted, you know how retro gaming is becoming like the thing now.
Yeah.
Like everyone's doing retro style. Even when like 4K first came out, we got all these like, I hate to say it because you got a bunch of people that are like indie fans. They swear on indie games, and it's like, okay, 99.99% of indie games are garbage. But you got people that swear on indie games, and dude, there's a ton of like 16-bit and like 32-bit games out there that win all kinds of awards every year. But yeah, it looks like old school Doom.
It does. It looks like. Yeah, I'm looking at some photos, and it actually looks pretty cool. I like the art style. I like the way it looks, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it looks retro, but it looks modern at the same time. Like, I think it looks pretty cool.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, too. So, for us to be getting it for free, dude, I'm ecstatic.
I I think you might have sold me on this one. I actually like what I'm looking at here.
Yeah. Now the only I don't know if it's multiplayer or not. So I don't know if it's got co-op or if it's got like a PvP mode. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Hmm.
But as far as like the Doom setting, it looks awesome. Like I would love to play this game, and I cannot wait. Next week we're getting it.
Very cool. So if you haven't
But
named your
it is Warhammer. So, but I see past the Warhammer. All I see is Doom.
it's in that cup of haterade.
I ain't get no haterade. Oh, before the stream's over, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Was
You?
me? What did I do?
Yeah, you.
What happened? What did I do?
The show. You.
What happened? Oh, you.
Dude. Worst show on the planet.
you on
You
that
fail
place.
troll. You fail troll. It's not good. It's terrible.
Oh, it was awesome. It's so good.
Have you watched it?
Oh, I did. I saw it on, and I was like, "Wife, we're watching. Let's go." And we binged it. It took us a couple days. Um, yeah, man, it was a series finale. We waited what 2, maybe 3 years.
It's been a long time because I had to I had to skim through like the last 2 episodes of the previous season. I don't remember it at all.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it at all. And I'm like, oh my God. It's terrible.
Yeah, they had a recap, for when
Yeah,
we started up, but it still wasn't like you're right, because it was such a long time since our last season. I was like, what? Who's this? What's that?
Yeah.
What happened? I don't
Yeah.
remember her. What? Like I was kind of lost, but we started watching. Okay, I think I remember you. Like it started going.
She
but,
changed her hair. That was the biggest thing.
Mhm.
She didn't
Yeah,
look the same as the last season. And then I completely forgot about the whole like strap the father in the chair thing.
yeah.
And yeah, Mystery Men, by the way, they
Nice.
kill Superman.
Oh. But yeah, dude, I enjoyed it. I thought, was it the best season? No. Was it entertaining? I thought so. The way no spoilers. The way they ended it, it felt like it kind of had that. Okay,
They could have another season. Yeah, no.
yeah, they kind of left it open. Uh, yeah, it's not. It didn't feel like a series finale. It was a good way to end the season, but yeah, I don't know. There was some satisfaction to it, but if it never came out, I guess it probably would have been okay. But it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it for what it was. Um, you didn't like it?
I liked maybe like 3 episodes out of the whole thing.
There was
Otherwise, no.
There's like 10
Like-
episodes.
The 8 was it 10 or 8? I want to say it was 8.
Oh, you might be
I don't know. Maybe it was 10. But the catfish episode,
right.
the one where they like explained everything and went back in time and all, I like that one. That was a good episode.
Okay.
And then I don't know. The very ending, everything was too predictable. It was too dumb. It just no. But I wanted to watch it because I actually committed to that one. I've seen all the seasons and I hated it since the first season.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how it got popular. Everyone talked about it, so I'm like, okay, I need to watch it. And the first season was just meh. It was okay. Wasn't that great?
Really? Because in my opinion, I think the first season was the strongest one.
Which they
Well-
went back on that one in this season a lot.
Yeah, big time. Which I will say, it did feel a little, quote unquote, lazy, I guess, because they kept, like you said, they kept tapping back into that one episode, but at the same time, as a series finale, I guess it gives you that
Trying
full
to do
circle.
the circle. Yep.
Yeah. So in that sense, it was nice, but at this, for closure purposes, but at the same time, it was just, oh, again, we're gonna do this again. Like, I don't know. CK, did you watch it?
I have not watched it, but I didn't know about it though.
Stay away.
But no, I've not watched it.
Stay away.
Uh, I think you'd probably like it, CK. I think you'd like it. You're into that true
From the sound
crime
of it,
and
I was thinking I might actually. I saw like a trailer for it.
yeah,
It looked good.
yeah. It's in the point of view of the killer. One of those true crime
It's
kind of
not
stories.
Dexter.
You know what? I've never watched Dexter.
Neither
Never
have
seen it.
I. Actually, I've seen one episode of Dexter and I loved it. Never watched it.
Not enough to hook you in.
No.
No. I want to know who in the audience liked you, because I'm the Narm's full on thumbs down. I'm overall thumbs up on it. You like it? You hate it? Somewhere in between. Let me know. Comments down below. Oh, man. Wow.
It's over 9,000!
8,000.
Yeah, it is.
But Proto Man's not here. What's going on?
Oh, man. What was that? Proto? What Proto?
Man, oh Proto Man. He's late to the party.
Wow, moving on to our next topic. We have a book that was written. Is there maybe one in hand? One that we can put on the screen there? Right. Oh. It's him. Our boy,
This
CK.
might be. I don't know. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, what is this?
Look at that. ESE Files, a book written by our very own CK. You know what? This wasn't part of it. Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Quick backstory. When we first started this podcast a long time ago, we made a brief mention as to what the ESE Files was, how it got started. Back in middle school when we're all in the same year, by the way, the three of us here. So late 90s, mid 90s, somewhere around there, 30 years ago. Oh God, I just dated myself. 30 years ago. Yeah, me and CK were bored in class, and we drew comic book characters. We wrote, stories, little what would you call it? Short stories, little short stories. I drew comics. CK wrote. Yeah, we had fun during class. We'd be just messing around with. That's what we did, and just kind of stayed alive over the years, and it became we took the name and started this podcast. So it's, I guess, just a fun little project that we did back in the
Pretty
day.
much just ran with it.
Exactly. Yeah, just ran with it. It's just something fun that we did, and CK wrote a book. Yeah, man, pretty cool. So,
There he is, actually.
so CK, let me ask you a series of questions here.
It felt right.
All right.
It just felt like a good time to bring it back.
For our long-time ESE File listeners, this book is a reimagining of the characters that we created way back in the day. What was the inspiration behind revisiting these characters and telling their new origin story now?
Like I said earlier, it felt right, going back to it, like right now, because it felt like the one that we created back then still had, some story left in it. But then, of course, the year had passed and all that fun stuff, so they just kind of like changed it up a little bit to have a little more like real world things, like struggle, the humor, like a darker twist maybe, because we're more grown up, but still keeping like the same fun stuff, the same adventure stuff, and the same humor and all that stuff. Just dated to now, obviously, grown up and family and stuff like that. I just felt like I could do some more with it.
Very cool.
All right. Well, the book's description mentions a blend of humor, action, and darkness, with middle-aged friends gaining animal-human hybrid powers. Where did this unique combination of elements come from?
For that one, for the book, I really wanted to feel like kind of real life, colliding with like this total like chaos, pretty much. So the idea of having this middle age, which would kind of be funny because things get kind of wild. You get animal like powers, and it kind of makes you think like, what if everyday struggles, like we know with family getting older and stuff, were suddenly mixed in with like having like superpowers? Like how would that balance themselves out?
Hmm.
And of course, the humor it just comes naturally from the characters and the story and the friendship and all that stuff. And the action just keeps coming, and darkness sneaks in because, well, that's just life pretty much. Life has good things and bad things. So it just makes it fun to put all that together and just have fun with it. Really, pretty much what I was doing, just having fun with it, mixing grown-up life with powers and middle age, all that fun stuff. Just makes it fun.
Dude,
Very cool. Very cool. And for me personally, I'm actually very curious. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read it. I haven't, but I'm very curious because being, as I mentioned earlier, this was back in the '90s. There was inspiration originally from like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, um,
Yeah.
primarily back in that. So there was a lot of you know, '90s reference back then. Back then. So I'm curious as to how this new retelling um, takes form. But that's something I'll have to find out.
It's
Next
a
question.
fun read, I'll tell you that.
Without giving away any major spoilers, can you tell us a bit about the mysterious object that triggers these
Ah,
transformations and how it
yes.
impacts Juan, Alex, and Mark's lives?
Was the mystery object. They kind of just stumble across it by complete accident. Um, I mean, it's not really a weapon. It's not like some alien artifact, but it's something like a little harder. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's attempted to explain in the book.
Hmm.
It doesn't give them like powers itself. It kind of changes how they see. I mean, it gives them powers obviously, but it also changes how they see themselves and kind of the world around them and stuff like that. So the trio uh, gets forced into like confront, maybe kind of fear, their insecurities, and part of them stuff that they buried a long time ago. Kind of just kind of bring that back up, and it's less about becoming superheroes, but more about like surviving what comes next. With our
Hmm.
physical, mentally, and emotional, all that stuff. It kind of brings all that into to play, and you can see how we deal with it while trying to basically save the world.
Hmm.
it's
Very
different.
interesting. Yeah.
But the description also touches on the challenges and balancing newfound powers with everyday responsibilities. What kind of humorous and or relatable struggles do the characters face in this aspect?
And actually, one of my favorite parts to write was actually kind of showing how unprepared we really were for all that. um, so we're trying to hold down pretty much everyday lives while growing feather, furs, or tails and claws and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And we're just regular guys that just clash between superhero chaos and everyday life. And it had just some pretty funny moments, and they were trying to just get used to everything in the beginning, and then kind of as we go down the line, you'll see that kind of our age kind of picks picks up from there, or at least shows from there. So it makes it pretty funny to have those moments in there.
Nice.
Hmm. All right. You had to have thrown in some back pain moments in there. Some some knees
Yeah.
popping. So,
Knees popping, yeah.
I can't wait. The antagonist, the enigmatic and sinister Dark Man, sounds intriguing. What can you
Yes,
share about the kind of threat he poses to the newly formed superhero team and their city?
yes, the famous Dark Man. Well, he's not really your typical you kind of like want to take over the world kind of villain, really. I mean, he does. He has super strength, but he also kind of works at a psychological level.
Okay.
He really wants to break like the team down
Hmm.
and kind of corrupt what makes them human, pretty much. So he's not just like threatening the city. He's actually challenging their sanity and stuff like that by kind of messing with them a little bit mentally in a way, kind of making them feel like they can't do it, they're gonna lose and stuff like that. So he kind of breaks them down the inside, and also with his super strength, also kicks their ass sometimes. But it's a cool kind of psychological battle there for a little bit.
Oh, different. Nice.
All right. Beyond the action and humor, the book explores themes of brotherhood and moral dilemmas. What kind of questions or ideas do you hope readers will ponder after reading the ESE Files origin story?
Yeah, yeah. Beyond the action, I really wanted the readers to kind of think about kind of like how far would they go for the people they love. Would you sacrifice your own happiness, your morals and stuff like that. So the story basically kind of dives into loyalty and guilt and second chances and stuff like that, and kind of how the lines between right and wrong kind of kind of get blurry when survival and protecting the others pretty much at stake, pretty much.
Okay.
Hmm. And for those who enjoy your book, are there any plans for a future installments or expansions of the ESE Files universe in a novel form?
Oh yeah, man, we're just getting started. um, the origin story pretty much kind of lays the foundation, honestly. But I do have much bigger plans. I'm gonna have new characters, deeper threats, deeper thoughts, kind of not give it away, but crazy transformations.
Hmm, okay.
And I really want to kind of dive into more of the characters, like kind of give more of a backstory a little bit, and kind of deal more into their personal lives as well to make them,
Hmm,
give them more of a human side to show. So this, like I said, this is kind of the foundation, so I kind of give you an idea of what it's going to be about. So with the upcoming ones, it's going to be a much longer of a story, but it's going to be more in depth with what's going on. So it's going to be more action, more drama, and kind of just all that just extended pretty much. So it's gonna be a fun read.
bigger and better.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Where can our viewers find and purchase the Essay Files origin story?
As of right now, it is available on Amazon. You guys search it by name, and we have so far it has it in hardback, paperback, and ebook, and currently working on making it available on Audible right now.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. And we do push for
So
that
yeah, definitely want to pick
hardback.
that up, and trust me, you're gonna be part of the adventure from the very beginning. So it'll be a ride.
There you go. There you go. Get that hardback. Yeah. All right. Finally,
Yeah,
CK.
if readers
What's
enjoy the first one, they're gonna definitely expect more on the way. So that's good.
what's one thing you're most excited for readers to experience when they dive into the SF Files origin story?
Honestly, I'm actually more excited for the readers to kind of meet the trio, Han, Alex, and Mark, and kind of feel like maybe that'd be a cool team to be on. It's not just about the action or the power. It's about there's some friendship in there as well.
Hmm.
There's laughs and messy fights and you know all that stuff in the crazy world. But 20, I just hope when people read it, they feel like they kind of have a crew they can kind of relate to a little bit and just really kind of almost kind of see themselves in that group.
Very cool. And it looks like Sony Pictures is going to adapt a live action movie for your book. And we're just wondering,
Yep.
when are we going to get our cut? Uh,
Yeah, I gotta I'm talking to Steven Spielberg right now, and
oh, Steven's on it. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
we're
okay.
working on a cast right now, so we'll let you know where it goes from there.
All right. Okay. Cool.
I am curious though. So you got a hard book cover and everything, like
Hmm.
the paperback.
Can you put it on screen?
Yeah, I mean you showed us a minute
Yeah,
ago, but so did you get
yeah.
like
This is the hardcover right here.
okay, okay. Did you get like sponsored or did you make a deal with a publisher or anything like that?
No, I did self-publishing right now.
Oh, self-publishing?
So I pretty
Okay.
much yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I,
So that's why I did it there.
okay, okay. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you did that. That's awesome. So I just one more question. So like how many hard book covers do you have? Like did you have to I guess pay like a big fee to make like, 1,000, 2,000, something like that, or is it like do they make them as they buy them?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're made as they're ordered.
Okay, okay. All right,
So they're
cool.
like there's none like on the shelf or anything like that.
Okay,
They
okay.
just when you order them on Amazon, then they make it and send it out.
Awesome. All right.
Very
Well,
cool.
I'm gonna have to go look that up and get one. I'm gonna
I
have
mean-
it sitting on top of my little mini me.
We will.
It
be
was
needing
really
a
fun. It
link.
was fun to write it, and like I said, I learned a lot from that first one. So I'm gonna take what I learned from making this first one and put it into upcoming projects and just make it bigger and better. Honestly.
Okay. Shoot, he might get me to read a book in like 20 years. It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
Well, you can pick up your copy
It'll
of
be a
ESE
fun
Files
read.
down below in the link in the description. We got a link straight to Amazon, so you can purchase CK's book. This is a non-affiliated link, just putting that out there. We're getting our check separately, is what I understood. We set well, under the table there.
Oh God.
No, this is all going straight to CK and the
Oh, hush hush money.
support CK. He's been a longtime friend of ours, and we are both ecstatic that he is finally finished and completed and published this book. And I think it's awesome. Congratulations, dude.
That is awesome, man.
Very happy for you.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you very much.
I can't wait to read it. I can't wait until you complete the next one, and we'll just keep them coming, dude. Because
See where it
I
goes
think it's
from
awesome.
there. No, that's awesome.
Thank you very
man.
much. Thank you. Yeah, definitely more to come though, for sure.
Good.
Kick ass. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us today. Short episode, but thanks for hanging out with us. Let us know down below. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Borderlands 4. Yeah. And then, thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you next week. This is Bogus Bird signing out.
Tomorrow I'm signing out.
Later.
Catch you on the next one.
Oh man, that's awesome.